Right class, so this is an example for sp3d hybridization. Okay, so this is PCl5 phosphorus pentachloride molecule, and this is the Lewis structure. From the Lewis structure, you can see there are 5 electron groups around the phosphorus atom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there are 5 electron groups, and if there are 5 electron groups, phosphorus undergoes sp3d hybridization. Right, so that's how to determine the type of hybridization of the central atom. Okay, so now let's describe the hybridization process undergoes by phosphorus. Alright, so from the Lewis structure, actually you have to determine the molecular shape first. Okay, and from the valence shell electron pair repulsion theory, you can see the molecular shape of phosphorus pentachloride is trigonal bipyramidal. Okay, so this is important before you can describe the hybridization process. Okay, this is the electronic configuration of phosphorus atom: 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p3, and this is the electronic configuration of chlorine atom. Next, draw the valence electron orbital diagram of phosphorus atom, of the central atom, in order to describe the hybridization process. So you have to refer to the valence electron of phosphorus, which occupy 3s and 3p subshell, or 3s or 3p orbitals. So in 3s of phosphorus, there are 2 electrons. Okay, next 3p, 1, 2, 3. And earlier, before, we have determined the type of hybridization of phosphorus, where phosphorus undergoes sp3d hybridization. It shows that phosphorus later on will mix a 3s orbital, 3p orbital, and one of the orbitals in order to produce the new set of hybrid orbital. But in the ground state, you have to draw the 3d orbitals of phosphorus: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3d. Because phosphorus is an element from period 3, it has empty 3d orbital. So even though the 3d orbitals is empty, you have to draw the 3d orbitals of phosphorus at the ground state. Okay, so now from the Lewis structure, you can see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sigma bonds. It shows that to form 5 sigma bonds, phosphorus needs 5 unpaired electron. But in the ground state, you can see only 3 unpaired electron is present. So in order to get 5 unpaired electrons, 1 electron from 3s orbital of phosphorus need to be promoted to 3d orbital. So we have another one step, which is called promotion of electron. Alright, so 3s, only 1 electron left, because 1 electron will be promoted to 3d orbital. So 1 electron of 3s orbital is promoted to 3d orbital. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 unpaired electrons. Okay, next we have to produce the sp3d hybrid orbital. So in order to produce that new set of orbital, phosphorus will mix its 3s orbital, 3 3p orbitals, and one of its 3d orbital to form a new set of hybrid orbitals. So the next step is sp3d hybridization. So what happened after the mixings of orbital? a new set of hybrid orbital which is called sp3d. sp3d hybrid orbitals is formed where it contains 5 unpaired electron. Okay. Alright, so there are 3D empty orbitals. Sorry, there are 4 3D empty orbitals left because there is no electron there, so we don't have to mix the empty orbitals. Alright, so sp3d orbitals produced is the new set of hybrid orbitals with a new shape. Alright, okay. Next, you are going to draw to show the overlapping of hybrid orbitals with the valence atomic orbital of chlorine. Okay, before we draw the overlapping, you can see chlorine atom, it has 7 electrons which occupy 3s and 3p. So in order to form the sigma bond, right, one of each sp3d hybrid orbitals of phosphorus will overlap with one of 3p orbitals of chlorine. Okay. Alright. So this is the hybrid orbitals of phosphorus formed after the hybridization process. Okay. To make it easy, I write the valence electronic configuration of chlorine here. Okay, in terms in a form of orbital diagram, valence orbital diagram of chlorine, 3s, 1 2 3, 3p, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so all the 5 unpaired electron will be used to overlap with one of 3p orbitals of chlorine. So 1 2 3 4 5 sigma bonds, unpaired electron will be used to form 5 sigma bond. Okay, so before you can draw the overlapping, determine the molecular shape. So the molecular shape is trigonal bipyramidal. So this is a trigonal bipyramidal with bond angle 90 degree and this one is 120 degree. Okay, so now let's start. The shape of sp3d hybrid orbitals of phosphorus is a trigonal bipyramidal. So this is the shape of the hybrid orbital. 1 2 3 4 and 5. Alright, so this is sp3d, 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 sp3d hybrid orbitals of phosphorus atom. So there are 5 orbitals of sp3d hybrid orbitals of phosphorus. Okay, so each of these hybrid orbital will overlap with one of 3p orbitals of chlorine. Overlapping, end-to-end overlapping. Okay, and here there are 1 unpaired electron, 1 unpaired electron, 1 unpaired electron, 1 unpaired electron, 1 unpaired electron. Okay, so now show the overlapping. So 3p orbitals end-to-end overlap. Okay, so this is chlorine, 3p, unpaired opposite spins electron. Okay, shared electron, so 1 sigma bond is produced. Next, continue. Chlorine, 3p, shared electrons, sigma. Next. (3p) chlorine shared electrons, sigma bonds. Chlorine, 3p, unpaired electron and sigma. And the last one. Okay, so now you can see the overlapping of hybrid orbitals of phosphorus with chlorine, 3p orbitals of chlorine, end-to-end overlapping produce 5 sigma bonds, and the molecular shape is aligned with the molecular shape predicted by using Vespers theory. Alright, okay class? Thank you.